Since everyone has sat here patiently and listened to everyone else, I think I owe my ward why I'm going to vote the way I'm going to vote. It is personal. I agree. This vote is probably one of the hardest votes that I will have. It's personal because I feel my livelihood has been threatened with some of the comments that have been made to me over the phone and by emails. It's personal because I'm in a no-win situation. Half my ward is going to be very angry with me. Doesn't matter which half you can choose, but half my ward is going to be angry. I live in a very split ward. I've watched it for almost 10 years now, being on council. The vitriol that's been expressed tonight, the emotion that's been expressed tonight, I probably would have to liken it, the last time we really experienced this was when we had the Tridelts come to tear down a house for a parking lot. When the neighbors came out, neighbor upon neighbor, to express their emotion, their outrage. And we watched this. But this is even different than that. Because what is being expressed and what has been expressed to me over the last several days has been very heartfelt beliefs and emotions. Whether I agree with them or not, it's irrelevant. This is one of the truly hot-button issues. It doesn't matter who's right or wrong. It doesn't matter which way I vote, because one set of the community is going to be very upset. If I were to take just from the emails I read, now I haven't seen my emails today because I have to work some, although this definitely was on my mind today, and I took a lot of phone calls at my office because that's where I usually am during the day. But I received over 100 emails in probably 12 hours. If I were to look solely at the community, they were running probably 2/3 against, 1/3 for. If I looked at my ward, they were probably equal, maybe slightly against. The phone calls that I got were probably more against than for. But I didn't hear from that many people from my ward. I heard from a lot of people from outside my ward. If I look at tonight's tally, 20 people against, 24 for. I have more ward people coming here tonight than I've ever had in almost any other discussion that's come to the community. There were 7 ward members that expressed an opinion tonight. 6 for, 1 against. So what do I do? Knowing that I have a split ward that have very divergent views, very heartfelt views, and it turns at the end of the day that I have to vote my conscience and my heart. I was brought up to respect everyone. whether I agreed with them or whether I disagreed with them. And at the end of the day, I have to set aside my concern for my livelihood and vote the way I believe is right. I didn't choose this resolution or this proclamation. Quite frankly, I don't believe it says a whole lot. It has meaning to those who brought it, and that's fine. If I'm going to fall on a political sword or a professional sword, I would have preferred that this actually means something, that we would have had an actual ordinance change that would have added gender discrimination to race discrimination. But that's not what I was brought. I'm not happy with that, but that's what I was brought. That's the hand I was dealt, and so I'm going to support this. And I hope that the community reflects on the discussion that we had tonight, because it was a tremendous discussion. It reflects the extreme views that we hold on this issue and the gulf that we have. Somehow, we've got to bridge that gulf. Somehow, we have got to bring people together and I think having a month to discuss the history of the discrimination faced by this community, I hope that we can take that as an opportunity to bridge that gulf.